Hey everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel at Flamboyant Creations. Today we're going to show you canopy tent hacks. Please like and subscribe to our channel so that we can do more of these kind of videos. So you know the how we do it. We start with our poles on the floor. So in this video we're just gonna show you how we do a 4x8 structured tent. So the boys are going to put the sides and the corners on each. So we're going to have 6 corners, and then we're going to have 7 poles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 7 poles and 6 corners. And then here we're going to now put our materials. So remember, each corner will always have 2 each on each corner. So two material, 2 material, 2 material. The materials I think 2.5 length, and then the width is 1.5. So once we're done with that, we're going to now put our material into the pole. So remember also, when you're doing your canopy tent, wherever your bride and group are going to sit, we always put extra material so that we can cover whatever that's behind. So there was a broken car behind where they were going to sit. So we wanted to actually make sure that we close it up and we don't get to see this truck or this pickup. So once we're done with that, we put the corners in the on each corner. Then we start to put the material in the middle again, and then once they put the material into the pole, the one side and the other side, they're going to put the corner in between and also put the other pole in between. So this is what they're going to do. Okay, so they just going to put the material on the other side as well and put the corner once they're done with that. So the hack we wanted to show you today, you can guess what it is, but then we're gonna try and put our canopy tent top on the bottom, and then once we do that, we're gonna lift up our structure. Okay, so here they're putting now the pole, the one in the middle. So it's 4 meters. Each pole is 4 meters long, so it's 4 meters, 4 by 4 by 4 by 4. So the middle part is also 4 meters. So to make it a little bit longer, we had to add another 4 meters to make it 8 meters on the long side. So here they're just gonna put their material as well and the corner. So this is the last pieces of material. So it was a white, sage and rose gold wedding setup. But so our tent, usually we always try to make it white, and then we'll play around with those colors when it comes to the table setup and the chairs. And then once they were done with setting up, now it was the time to put the hack that we wanted to show you. So to put the top material on the structure while it's on the floor. So they're stretching it out, and then now they're going to put the material on the corner. So once they do that, there's also like those tie bags. They can tie the material to the pole. So here they're going to show you how they're doing it. So one is on the other side, the other one's on the other side, and then once that's done, they're going to try and tie each side of the sides. So this hack is actually usually used when you have an exact top. Like if you make your tent, the top part, it's exactly the size of your structure. You can put it from the floor, and make sure that the material is also kind of like stretch material that can stretch a little bit, because when you do start putting up your tent or your structure, sometimes the material actually stretches. So we always have to be sure, make sure that it fits perfectly while it's on the floor, and then it'll be easier to actually lift. So once they were done on the other side, they were now making sure that the structure fits on the other corners before they tie the sides. So yeah, once that was done, as you can see, you can actually see the top part of our structure, or of our canopy tent, is stretched down. So as you can see, you're seeing it on the bottom like you would see it when you mount your canopy tent structure higher or up. So yeah, we're going to just finish up with the tying of the material on the other side, and then yeah, we're gonna then show you how it's going to look once that's done. So when you're actually lifting your structure, you need 3 people because we have 3 poles. So 3 people on each corner. So we start on the one side. So we started on the right side, putting our structure higher. So you just put your pole, the standing ones, onto the structure, and then once you're done on the one side, whatever you did on the one side, you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you're going to lift up your structure higher, and then once you've lifted it high, you can actually now put the standing poles into the top structure. So look at how easy that is. Actually, it's way easier, especially in this heat, when you put your canopy tent stretched material on top from the bottom than when you have to put it with ladders while it's already mounted. So it saves you all the trouble. But anyway, this is how it ended up looking. Okay, once you put it up, sometimes the sides do lift up, so you just get your ladder. This is the part where you just get your ladder and just make sure that the sides are properly stretched on the one side, on each side of your canopy tent, and then also make sure that your poles are also straight and your structure is actually straight. So if it's not straight, you can actually straighten your poles on each side. Once that's done, the part that we love is now getting the gathers on each side. So if you've been with us this long, please don't forget to subscribe and like the video and leave a comment if you have any questions. So yeah, I'm just going to explain how you get your gathers to look like this. So just make sure that before you tie the bottom, or before you do that, I'm going to show you when he's doing, just stretch the material on top and make sure like it's even. Then when you just hold your pole down and your material down, while you're getting the gathers, you're making sure that you're dragging your material to the floor while it's very, very tight. So you make sure that your gathers are very, very tight, and then you gather the material with your hands. And then once that's done, look for something like a cable tie to tighten or tie the bottom. Once that's done, here I'm going to show you from another angle. You drag it down, and then he's gathering on the one side while he's dragging the material down, and then he's going to do it on the other side. He's going to make gathers while he's dragging the material down. So you can see how it's done. Then you get your cable tie, and then you tie it very tightly so that it doesn't move. And then we're going to do one last try, or another side. Okay, it's gathers, drag down, gathers, drag down, gathers, drag down. So you can see how lovely it looks when the gathers are coming together. Then you do it on the other side. You drag your material, and while you're dragging it down, you're also getting the gathers. So don't forget, the gathers are all formed from the top of the structure. So make sure that there is enough space. And then the cable tie. So here's how the canopy tent looks. How lovely is that? Please do like and subscribe. This was the final look for the wedding. If this was a helpful video, please let us know. Thank you for watching.